Hey, what's up guys? Have I got a treat for you? This is the Big Book of Machines, and this is one of our most prized possessions in terms of books. It is absolutely fantastic with full color pictures and fold outs, and it is packed with every type of machine that you can think of. I'm going to read it to you today, so let's get started. So first of all, these pages are made out of really heavy duty construction paper or something. It's very high quality. And then some of the pages will fold out, so we're going to have to adjust the camera because, as the cover says, it is the Big Book of Big Machines. So here we go. This is a mining machine, and this is something that we don't see too much of around here in Texas, where I live, out by the lake. It says, "This enormous, amazingly powerful machine is used for digging coal, soil, or rock. It's called a bucket wheel excavator, and it is one of the biggest machines in the world." Wow. This mega machine takes 5 years to build and weighs 15,400 tons. That's as much as 2,500 elephants. And as we look around, it shows us that the conveyor belt is what carries the coal away to the waiting trucks or trains. And look at all these treads on the bottom of that thing. This machine is so heavy it needs 12 crawler tracks to move it. I call them treads, but the book calls them crawler tracks. Buckets with sharp metal scrapers cut into the coal. Can you see that? Empty bucket comes around again. So that's a bucket, and then it fills up. Coal falls into the buckets as the wheel turns around. The wheel is so huge it's as high as a 7-story building. Cables lower or raise the bucket wheel. I guess if they need to work on it, repair it, whatever, that's how they do that. The coal pours out onto a conveyor belt, and as we mentioned, it then goes into either a truck or a train to get transported. Wow. Let's turn the page. This one's all about farm machines. A four-wheeler is handy for driving over rough ground. A telescopic handler has a boom that slides out to lift things. That looks like a bale of hay. A combine harvester cuts crops and separates the grains from the stalks. Cutting speed is 300,000 stalks a minute. This huge tractor can pull very heavy farm machines. A baler wraps hay and straw into round bales and ties them with twine. So that is a bale of hay, and so is that. A hedge trimmer has a flexible arm for cutting hedges. Here's the flexible arm. Now look at this. And this is where we get the title of the book, because it is a huge book. See how this page extends all the way across over here like that? I can't even fit it into the camera. Let's just start over here. So this tractor's pulling a baler. This farmer can drive around quickly on the four-wheeler. The telescopic handler is lifting a bale of hay. Here's the giant tractor. Has a powerful engine so it can pull super heavy equipment such as huge plows or harvesting machines. I'm going to close this half so that we can see this half over here. Tilt it up a little bit. This is a combine harvester. It cuts the stalks of wheat and then pulls them into the machine. The machine shakes the stalks to separate them into grain. Leftover stalks are then thrown out behind, kind of like a lawnmower throws out grass. This right here is harvesting potatoes. The potatoes roll into a truck that drives along next to the potato harvester. So this is a potato harvester. A hedge trimmer has a bendable arm to cut hedges in awkward spaces. Can you see that okay? What kind of birds do you think those are? I don't know, but they kind of look like crows. So now that we turn the page back to where we were originally, and we can turn the page here. So if we turn the page, now we are on flying machines. We're not going to spend too much time on the flying machines because although we like airplanes and helicopters, we're all about the trucks. This is another one of those giant pages where I have to slide it around so that you can see everything on here. So we've got a helicopter, we've got a great big Antonov An 225 massive cargo plane. It's the biggest aircraft in the world. It was built to carry a space shuttle on its back. And look at that, there's a truck driving right into it there. Wow. Alright, let's move on. Now we're talking road machines. A car transporter can carry up to 12 cars on different levels called decks. So here's your car transporter and these are the decks. This all-terrain truck is built for driving off-road on rough ground. A dry bulk tanker carries loose material such as cement, salt, or flour. This truck is used for mining. It is so huge and heavy that it can't be driven on normal roads without damaging them. Well, let's see what, whoa, look at that. Let's see if we can figure out how to open this so we can get a good look at that big thing. Here we are. Can you see that? So this is that supersized truck. It weighs more than 220 tons. That's as much as 36 elephants. And this is the one that can't be driven on normal roads without damaging them. To spread out its weight, it's carried on 2 low loaders traveling side by side. Its wheels are 11 feet high. That's almost as tall as an elephant. 11 feet high. Can you imagine? So if you're a kid, you're probably 3 or 4 feet. If you're a grown-up, you're 5 to 6 feet, 5.5 to 6.5 feet, and those wheels are 11 feet. That's amazing. Over here, we have a grader or an earth scraper. It cuts through bumpy ground to leave a flat surface. We've seen those on the roads before, haven't we? This is a road roller and it smooths out the road to make them level. We just did a video on one of these the other day. If you look at one of our past videos, go back 3 or 4 videos, you'll see one of those up close and personal, a road roller. Low loaders are big carrying machines. They have lots of wheels to spread out the weight. And then once again, it's talking about that great big supersized truck. Okay, let's turn the page here. Building site machines, yes. We have a grab excavator. See the grabber? It has an attachment with claws for picking up big bulky things. Biggest load is 8 tons, the weight of a small truck. Bulldozers, they push earth and rubble away with a huge metal blade. Did you know that's called a blade? Sure is. An earth drill or auger makes holes in the ground. Why do you think they make holes in the ground? If they're building a building, they might want to secure some of the uprights into the ground by digging a hole, drilling a hole. They can drill down as deep as 16 feet. That's as deep as an Olympic diving pool. 16 feet. This is a huge dump truck which can carry massive loads of earth, sand, or rubble. This is a crane. It's called a lattice boom crane, and it is used to lift very heavy things. Biggest load, 298 tons. Wow. That's as much as 50 elephants. This is an articulated dump truck. It's used for carrying earth, sand, and rubble. And then over here, let's go through that quickly and then we'll open it up in the middle. We have a backhoe loader. It can dig holes at the back with its backhoe and lift at the front with its bucket. Digger, lifter. We have an excavator. It digs big holes in the ground. We have a piling rig hammer for heavy post digging. We have a concrete mixer. And to make that concrete, the ingredients are mixed in the drum. Over here we have a pipe layer, and it places pipes in the ground for water, oil, or gas. Each pipe can weigh as much as 4 elephants. A mobile crane is attached to the top of a truck so it can travel quickly between different jobs. Let's open it up. Wow, now look at that. Let's just open up half of it since it's laid out this way. Here's the spinning drum on that concrete mixer. The concrete paste pours out here. Concrete mixer is mixing cement, water, and sand to make concrete. The box of this dump truck tilts up to unload a pile of rocks. These wheels are much taller than a person. These guys over here are having their lunch. Alright, let's slide over to this side. Can you see that? This backhoe loader is scooping up rocks in its front bucket. The backhoe can pick things up too. These metal legs keep the machine steady while it works. These are called feet right here at the bottom. Bulldozers have a super strong metal blade made of solid steel. Got another half of a page to open up here. I love the colors. They kind of pop out at you, don't they? Look at that big red crane. This long arm is called a boom. I got to slide it over so we can see the whole thing. This is the cab where the crane operator sits. It's a mobile crane. It has 2 drivers to control it. I've never seen anything like that in person. That's pretty cool. Look at those big old wheels. Wow. Okay, I think we have one more page. We got boats. Okay, we got kind of a summary page. Let's move ahead to this one since I see a big cool tractor. Biggest, longest, and fastest. The biggest tractor is an American machine called a Big Bud 747. It can work a field the size of a football field every 2 minutes. The strongest helicopter is a Russian Mi-26. It can lift 22 tons, the weight of 3 double-decker buses. The longest container ships are over 1,476 feet long. That's longer than 4 football fields. They can carry over 11,000 containers. If the containers were stacked on top of each other, they'd be 3 times the height of Mount Everest. The biggest passenger airliner is an Airbus A380. It can carry 850 passengers. The biggest trucks are heavy hauler dump trucks, such as this Liebherr T282B. They're as heavy as 30 double-decker buses. I can't imagine what that might look like in person. This book is great, but that's another thing, seeing them in person. The longest warship is an American aircraft carrier called the USS Enterprise. It is 1,122 feet long. That's longer than 3 football fields. One of the fastest trains in the world is the Japanese JR Maglev. It has reached a top speed of 361 miles an hour. Whew! The biggest moving land machine is a bucket wheel excavator called the Bagger 293. It digs coal in open mines. And then finally, the world's biggest aircraft is the Antonov AN-225, built in the Ukraine. It can carry 276 tons, the weight of 36 double-decker buses. Wow, you have to just really kind of stop and think about those facts and figures as you're going through them. Well, there you go, guys. This is the Big Book of Big Machines, and some little ones too. And then here's the back of the book. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you share, like, subscribe to our channel. We've got lots more to come. Thanks for watching and have a nice day. Well, that sounds great, Grinch. So what did you want to do? Did you want me to throw away this empty bag, or are there still some cookies in there? I see there's one in your mouth, but what about in the bag?
Oh, there's still some in there. We could share them.
Okay, well, you know, we do unboxing videos, and we also do taste tests, so this is really good timing. How do you like my garbage truck?